Hi guys, so whilst most reviews are in spring at the moment, we on the South Hem are in autumn, and this is by far my favourite season out of all. So I'm super excited. I love autumn. I love that, you know, the weather is getting a little bit cooler, which means you can start layering up on clothes. And also it's that season where you can pretty much get away with wearing pretty much whatever you want. Like you can go with like wearing shorts with a coat and not look completely ridiculous. And around this time I also spend a little bit more than I usually do, only because I get really excited over autumn and I can't wait to really get into it. So I did purchase a few things, like I said, more than I usually do. So I thought today I'll go through a haul video and show you some of the things I purchased within the past couple of weeks. So if you watched any of my beauty videos, you'll know that I've been really paranoid over my eye bags. So I'm constantly looking for new products, creams and stuff like that to kind of depuff and reduce the darkness and the puffiness of it as well. So I've been trying to look for a cooling face mask. I purchased one a long time ago, like probably about 10 years ago from Manicure, I think at Priceline. So I was actually looking for one recently, but I don't think they sell it anymore because I couldn't find any in store anywhere. So I ended up purchasing one online through iHerb. I purchased this one, which was the Earth Therapeutic Eye Mask, which looks something like this. And pretty much what it is, it's a mask with like these little cooling gel beads. So you can put it in the fridge or somewhere cool, just to make it nice and cold, and then put it on your eyes. And that coolness is meant to like depuff your eyes and give it more of a tight, like refreshed kind of look. So I purchased this off, like I said, iHerb, and since I purchased this, I try to make the most out of the shipping fees and, you know, purchase a few more other stuff. So I also purchased some facial exfoliating scrubs. So I purchased two from, these are the Queen Helene scrubs, exfoliating scrubs. So I've got one which is the oatmeal and honey scrub, and also the apricot scrub. For me, since transitioning from summer to autumn, my face got a little bit oily, so I purchased these scrubs mainly to kind of exfoliate. And I like to kind of break things up in my routine, so on some days I will use the Clarisonic and my Artistry cleanser to wash my face, and other days I would use a facial scrub with a exfoliating sponge. I ran out of my exfoliator, so I thought I'll purchase these and give these a go and see if these are any good. And last thing I purchased from iHerb is this black mud from the Dead Sea. So from what I'm aware, it's an all-natural face mask, and it's genuine black mud from the Dead Sea, imported from Israel. So it looks something like this, and I've only used it once and it was okay. Like it didn't leave any like any rashes or things like that. I've heard a lot of reviews that it smelled quite bad, which I didn't really mind the smell. I didn't notice any smell at all. So I'm just giving this a go because, you know, who doesn't love a black mud? Also recently, Priceline had a 40% off cosmetic sale, and I get a little bit excited. I'm actually, you know, quite impressed with Priceline because they started having these random 40% off sales, either cosmetics or skincare. And if you don't know what Priceline is, it's pretty much Australian version of I'm assuming a drugstore. I don't know about the US version, but I'm guessing it's kind of similar to Boots, where they have a lot of different drugstore brands. But yeah, they don't normally have 40% off, but recently they've been starting to have it, and it's freaking awesome because you can pretty much get whatever brand in there for like 40% off. So I do go a little bit crazy this time. I buy things that I don't necessarily need, but it's a good time to really try new products. And you know what, you can't really say no to 40% off. Like, I mean, 20%, you know, I might sometimes give it a miss, but 40%, you cannot miss that. So I purchased a few things from Priceline. These are over 2 different days because I purchased things a week before, and then they had their 40% off. But yeah, so the first things I purchased, and these weren't on sale, this was when I went a week before, is this Australis AC on Tour contouring kit. I haven't heard much reviews about it. To be honest, I haven't really searched much either, but I was walking past Priceline once and they had a little sign saying we now stock Australis contour kits. So I'm like, oh my god, that is so cool, because, well, not really cool, but I'm a little bit obsessed over contouring at the moment and palettes. So I thought, you know, I'll go in and give it a go. So I purchased this, which looks something like this. It kind of looks similar to like a Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring palette, and I was actually standing there contemplating. Well, I wasn't contemplating because I knew I was going to get it. I was just trying to figure out how much it was, and it's about $16.95 Australian. And whilst I was standing there, a girl came up behind me and goes, "Oh, you shouldn't get that. It's not really good. It's a bit muddy." So I'm like, "Oh, really?" So, to be honest, I was going to get it anyway, and I didn't think it cost that much, like around $17. I'm like, yeah, I'll keep that in mind, but I purchased it anyway. And I have tried it a few times now, and it is kind of a bit muddy, I guess, especially the darker ones. For your cheeks, but I also think it also depends on the brush you're using. Like when I use my MAC brush, which is the MAC 109, it does pick up a lot of the powder, so I'd also make sure I kind of dust a bit of it off. And yeah, and since I was standing there looking at Australia's products, I also noticed this little baby, which is the brow shaping kit. And I'm like, you know what, why not purchase this as well, because I do really need to kind of like, you know, step up on my brow game. So I gave this a go, and this was $16.95 as well, and it looks something like this, where it's got like a brown wax gelish kind of product here, and then 3 powder ones, so 2 eyebrow shadows and 1 like highlighter. And I got home and quickly tried this on because I was so excited, and to be honest, I'm using it right now and I actually really love it. I think, damn, this is pretty good. Like that brow waxing is really good. It also comes with like this little brush where you use like the pointy one to apply the wax, and you also use a smaller one, the rounder one, to apply the powder. So I really love this. I think it also goes really nice with my eyebrow color as well. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of is the tweezer. It's pretty much worthless. It doesn't even clamp on properly or pick up anything, so that's pretty much useless. And the highlighter is a little bit too shimmery pink and bright for me. So apart from that, I really love this. So I do recommend, you know, if you do purchase anything out of these two, that this is definitely worthwhile. So now moving on to my main Priceline haul. So these are all products I purchased for 40% off. First one I purchased was a CoverGirl Plus Olay CC cream. I don't own any CC cream, so I thought I'll give this a go. And I like the fact that it's CoverGirl and Olay. So Olay is good for their skincare, their face cream. So I thought this would be a good combination. So I purchased this in a 124 medium beige, which I tested it on my hand and it wasn't too bad. So I purchased this. But now I did try it on the other day at home, and it is a little bit more pale and light for my skin, which is kind of really disappointing. But I guess, you know, if I put powder and stuff over it, it isn't too bad. But so I'm not sure whether this is my exact tone, but pretty much this is a CC cream which corrects colour and face as well. It's like a toned rehab foundation base. So I might need to use this with other products, but yeah, I don't know if I like it or not. Another foundation I picked up was this Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube use this, so I thought I'll give this a go, and I'm wearing this today and I actually quite like this. This is more of a better match with my skin colour, and this I believe is the number 54 beige. It goes on really nice and light, and it doesn't feel like it's a heavy cream or anything, which is really good. I was actually contemplating whether to get this or the Rimmel Everlasting foundation, but I ended up getting this because it seemed to be a closer match to my skin color. And if you're watching this at the moment and I've just released it, Big W has a 50% off Rimmel over the whole Easter period. And I actually went in yesterday to 2 Big W stores trying to find a Rimmel one, because I thought I might as well purchase it as well to compare the two. But they sold out of my colour everywhere. So I'm like, I'm really disappointed because it's 50% off. But yeah, so I purchased this one and I like this one. So I'll probably continue using this one. So with eye products, I only picked up one item. I don't generally go looking for eyeshadows because I have a lot of palettes. And, you know, when you buy individual like eyeshadows and then you take it home, you realize, shit, I already have this in another palette. So I always go looking for eyeliner, and I'm running out of most of my eyeliners, like the Masterpiece Maybelline and also the Marc Jacobs one. So I thought I'll go look for another liquid one. So I purchased this one, which is the Maybelline New York Master Graphic eyeliner. So this is one of their new products. It's a normal texture like eyeliner, but it's got kind of like a pointed tip to the end, so it's kind of like a pen when you can kind of like make like a wing effect, which it isn't too bad. I'm wearing this today as well, and I think it's just more getting used to maneuvering the pen, so it gives it a nice cat eye look. So it takes a while to get used to, but apart from that, I'm not a big fan of the actual eyeliner itself. I think this is very similar to the Masterpiece one, where it comes out black, but it's kind of like a really watery texture black. It's not like a full dark black, so you need to kind of apply a couple of times to get it really dark. Onto my lip products. For some reason, every time there's a sale, I always look at lip products. It's the one thing that I look at. So I stopped by Rimmel stand and picked up some more of the Provoca lips because these are my favorite, and I picked up the I'll Call You, which is like a pink color because I don't have that in my stock, and I also stocked up on the Make Your Move because this is my favorite color. It goes well for an everyday look as well. And then I also purchased a Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm, which looks like this, and I'm wearing this at the moment. This is the 225 Sultry, and I really love this. Actually, I went back, I keep going back to see whether there's any other colours, but there's no real colour that I really like. So, but yeah, I really love this because when you apply it on, it gives like a matte finish, but it's not drying on the lips, and it kind of tingles a bit. So I think it has kind of like some kind of formula in it that helps take care of your lips as well. I don't know whether that's true or not, but it just feels really nice on your lips. So I'm really happy I purchased this. And as I was checking out, the checkout chick had this really nice bright purple lipstick on, and I'm like, wow, that is really pretty. Where'd you get it from? And she's like, yeah, everyone's been asking me, but it's actually from Australia. So after I purchased everything, I actually went back and purchased more stuff. So I picked these up as well, and these are the Australis velour lips. And they're pretty much, I think they come in like a glossy one and a matte one. These are the matte ones, and they are so opaque and so nice as well. So I got two. This is the one, I think this is the one she was wearing. This is the purple one. I don't know whether it has a Tokyo. This is the Tokyo one. Anyway, I'm just going to put some on my hand, but they look so pretty and so bright. And when you wear it, it's literally that colour on your lips. So I think this is really nice, fun colour. And another thing I like about this as well is that it smells like grapes. And I love the artificial grape smell. It's like, you know when you buy those Hubba Bubba chewing gums? Like, I love purchasing it just to smell it, but after a while when you eat it, it kind of lasts like 2 seconds and you're going to spit it out because it goes hard and tasteless. But anyways, and the second colour I purchased is a Rio, or Rio D, which is like an orangey colour. So every time I look for lip glosses, unless there's a specific colour I'm looking for, if I'm there to try any colour, I usually tend to stick to like a coral colour. So I purchased this one as well, and it's really nice. It's like a bright coral purple. No, like a bright coral orange. Anyways, so this is really nice. The only thing is that it does dry on your lips a lot. So when you pluck your lips together, they kind of get a little bit stuck, which isn't too bad, but I find that because of the formula in it, even though it's really dry and matte on your lips, it doesn't exactly, I don't think on mine it cracks, but it kind of makes my lips look a bit fuller and more plumped. So I don't mind the whole dry stickiness, but if you do, then, you know, it may not be the best product, but you can always put like a gloss or something over it because I think the colour turns out really well as well. Just a few more random stuff I purchased. I also purchased a Sally Hansen nail polish. I was actually in store looking for like a purple toned pink because I realised I didn't have one. So I came across this one where I thought, you know, oh, this is great, you know. But then for some reason, once I got home, I don't know whether my colour changes in my head or something, because once I got home, I realised that this isn't more of a pink colour, but more of a purple colour, and it's kind of similar to one I have already, which is the Pamplona Purple by OPI, so it's not much of a big difference. So Damn, because I really wanted like a more of a pinky version, but oh well. So that was 50% off as well, so I guess it wasn't too bad. And I also purchased more of these Baptiste dry shampoos. This wasn't on sale, but I needed some anyway because mine ran out. For some reason these last me like a good 2-3 months, and I thought this time I would purchase a different kind. This is a hint of light and blonde, so I think when you apply it, it applies a bit of colour onto it. When I apply it, it does tend to get a little bit white on my scalp, so I thought I'll give this a go, and I picked up the light blonde and instead of the brunette because I'm starting to show a little bit of regrowth, and I just figured if I purchase a blonde one, it's kind of like it'll kind of meet halfway and create like a brownie brunette colour, which now that I think about it, considering it's a spray, it probably won't turn out that way. But anyway, I'll give this a go. If not, then I'll get the brunette one. Now, I don't usually do fashion hauls because, to be honest, I don't really enjoy shopping for clothes as I do with makeup. I'm only human, and I have to admit I do have low self-esteem when it comes to purchasing clothes, only because, you know, when I try things on, it either doesn't look good on me or it doesn't fit properly, and it gets me really down. And yeah, so that's pretty much why I love this time of month, because it is getting a lot colder, so it means I can put more layers and wear more clothes, which is why I tend to buy a lot more during this time of year as well. So the first few things I purchased a lot of pants this season for some reason, mainly because I had a whole lot that I was trying to replace, so that's probably why. But the first item I purchased were these cargo pants, and these are from Dottie, and they were 30% off, so I think they're only $50. But I love these because they have a fair amount of stretch in them, and they've got some pockets on the side and also a zip on the end as well. And I think cargos, it's always nice to have a pair of cargo pants in your collection because, you know, some days, like, where you just want to go casual, they're really nice and casual to wear. And other days, if you have, like, you know, something that you want to dress up for, these are really good if you want to kind of, you know, step it down a notch and overdress, I guess. So you can wear a really nice sequin top or like a really nice classy blouse and just wear this with a nice pair of heels, and it kind of, like, you know, brings it down. Next lot of pants I'm really excited about because they are jeggings. And okay, so I have stopped wearing jeans for like the past 7 years, and I've been wearing leggings ever since, and I've just been really comfortable with them. And now that when I wear jeans, I don't feel as comfortable. It's like my legs just expanded and won't, like, you know, won't fit into jeans anymore. Even jeggings, like the jeans with like the extra stretch, I don't even like wearing those because the elastic bits at the top, I don't know, they just don't feel comfortable for me. But I'm really excited because I purchased these from Topshop, and these are the Johnny super high-waisted jeggings. And what I love about these is the stretch is not just on the bottom, but they've got a good fair amount of stretch on the top as well. So these literally feel like leggings, but, you know, I guess they're jeans because they were in the jeans section. So anyways, I'm really excited and really happy to, you know, try and get into these. And I'm really impressed with Topshop jeans, actually. Like, I've only purchased one other one previously, and they were like a pair of boyfriend jeans, and I'm really happy. I mean, they're pretty good prices as well. Like, I've been out of the whole denim game for so long, so I don't know whether $80 is expensive or not, but I think it's a pretty good price to pay. So I got a blue one because, you know, as you do, and I also got a black one, and the black one has kind of like a ripped, you know, thing at the knees, so, you know, trying to keep in touch with the cool kids. The thing I have to show you is this really long cardigan I got from Sportsgirl. You probably can't see it, but I will link the details down below. But pretty much when I walked into Sportsgirl, I'm like, damn, this cardigan is like, it's just perfect. Everything about it, like, you know, it's got a good shape, it's got good fabric, and everything was just really nice about it. But I was a bit hesitant in purchasing it or even trying it on because it was like a midi length, like a pretty long one. And for me, because I am fairly short, I think, you know, it probably won't look good on me because it'll just make me look even more shorter and it'll look ridiculous. But I went in the other day because I just walked past. I'm like, you know what, let's just give it a go. And I tried it, and surprisingly I really loved it, and it fit. Like, it didn't make me look too bad, which was a good thing as well. But yeah, so I purchased this, and I was contemplating because my sister-in-law said that Cotton On had their version. This was $129. Cotton On had brought out a new one recently for like $70-something, and they looked very similar, but there were a few little differences, and I don't know, for some reason I just really love this one better, so I purchased this, and I purchased this online where I saved $10. So I got this for $110, which is quite a lot, but you know what, if you really love something, then, and you know you would wear it because you love it, then I think it's worth it anyway. So but yeah, I'm really excited to wear this for winter because I think it will look really nice and really cozy as well. Now the next and last item of clothing I want to show you is, this is really exciting because I cannot wait for the weather to be like a lot cooler so I can wear it, and that is this cape, tailored cape from Sussans. And you know what, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Sussans is probably one of my favorite stores right now. You know what, it's like, it's so weird because I'm not even 30 yet, but I feel like, you know, when I go shopping, that is like one of the stores on my list that I want to go into. It sounds really bad. It's like when I was 20 and I was clubbing like, you know, every night. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be clubbing till I'm 80. Well, that lasted till about 26. And I've always said, you know, I love shopping. I'll never get over it, you know, shopping at like all the cool stores like, you know, Topshop, Zara, Sports Girl, Bardo and all those stuff. And now I'm like, I'm not even 30 yet and I'm over these stores, and I just feel comfortable, you know, shopping for homeware and going into Sussans. But you know what, I really love their quality, so I don't care if I'm one of those old people. But I love this because I have been searching high and low everywhere on the internet and in stores for a cape, like a really nice tailored cape, and I actually found this while I was in Adelaide, and I waited till I got back home to try and find it, but they only stock it at limited stores, so I ended up purchasing this on, I actually purchased one in store, but it was really big, so I had to return it and purchase it online. But I'm so happy that I finally have this cape. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope this video isn't ridiculously too long, but I'm just really excited that I wanted to show you all these stuff that I purchased, and I cannot wait to get into it and wear them. And yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please also make sure you subscribe to watch more videos. And if there's anything that you're liking this month or anything that you've purchased, give me a holler and let me know and leave the comments below. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.